Peace, y'all. Happy September 2022. I want to start by leading us into some deep breathing, and then I also want to get into some of the cosmic events that we are entering into and how they might affect you. And then we will go from there and do each zodiac signs reading. All right. Wherever you are, get comfortable, get some water, throw some lemon in it if you need to, turn on the fan, just make sure the temperature is comfortable, minimal distractions if you can, so as to be in tune with what messages are coming through, and to be clear and discerning on what is coming through and what resonates and maybe what doesn't. All right, so get comfortable, whether you're laying or standing or sitting. Relax your ligaments. If you feel pain or tightness, send oxygen into those places, breathe into those places, and exhale, releasing out any tightness, any tension, any angst in those spaces and places. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up your belly, pushing your belly out like a balloon, filling it up with warm, gentle thoughts and energy and intention. And as you exhale, release anything that does not support you, anything that no longer serves you. Continue this cycle as long as you need to. Exhale. Last inhale, deep inhale with intention, setting your intention for your month ahead and for the rest of your year. At the same time that you set your intention, exhale, releasing the outcome, trusting that it all plays out divinely for your good. All right. So, we have Mercury in retrograde on September 9th, 2022. We have already been in her shadow period. She has been showing out. I don't know if y'all have been feeling it. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling it for the last 3 weeks. And I looked at the calendar. I'm like, we're not retrograde yet, are we? And then I looked at the time and realized we are in her shadow. So you already started to feel the effects. You might already notice certain things glitching. Your car won't start, or just it's going to empty. It's going to eat quicker. People that you usually are able to have quick access to on the phone might not be getting back to you as quickly. And then there's, on the flip side, I know every single retrograde season for me, somebody from my past is hitting me up. Always. And it's often somebody I just had a vision of. And next thing I know, I'm getting a text message. I'm like, I never received a text message from this person, or it's been a long time. So you might be getting some revisits, but this is the time of things recurring. And that's one reason it's intentional. It's advised that you be intentional about contracts that you sign, agreements and commitments, whether they're relationship agreements, platonic, business, contractual agreements. Just be intentional about reading them in detail and being discerning, because during this time, when we get back into the full speed ahead after retrograde, things can be undone. So an agreement that you're making during this time, if you're not clear, can be undone by the end of this season. And it can kind of feel like you're starting from scratch afterwards. So just be mindful and not hasty during this time. Also, we have full moon in Pisces, Pisces, on the same day, September 9th. So there might be heightened emotions. The word intention just wants to come through, and I'm gonna let it. There might be heightened emotions and sensitivities, especially through communication, whether it's with a partner, whether it's just you sitting in your feels. It could be butting heads at work, or just everybody's sensitive in their feelings. Being sensitive emotionally also looks like being sensitive intuitively, where you're just a lot clearer on things than you have been. So I suggest leaning into that and being very patient, being very wise with your words. If it's not something you would usually speak, be very discerning and very wise in what you speak and what you say, so that there are less chances of you having to backtrack and be like, yo, my bad. I said some words, my apologies. Be very intentional and mindful of what you put into the atmosphere, even for yourself. Speak love and compassion, and again, patience, and give yourself lots of grace for the next few days. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say. Relationships, contracts. I think that was everything. One more thing that's coming to me: get confirmation if you need to from a trusted source. If you have ideas or something that's coming through to you, it might not be the time to activate them. It might not be the ideal time to kickstart it again during this retrograde, because it might be something that gets unraveled by the end of the season. So if it's something that you had already been preparing before retrograde started, then yeah, and you're clear, then it's something that you are probably supported in continuing the momentum on. If you're not sure, again, get some support, get some guidance, a reading if you need to, on whether or not it's something that you are advised to move forward with. All right, let's get started. What up, Libra? Happy early birthday. I won't take away from Virgo's shine, though, because it's their birthday. But this is a September reading. This is a September reading. It's just grapefruit juice, y'all. I don't sip and read. I like to be clear. It is September, though, and I know my late sister, much love to my big sister Jade, September 27th, and my father, September 27th. They're Libras, so September. Shouts out to all the September birthdays. How about that? How about that? Y'all ain't gonna get Virgo come over here cussing me out. So I hope this reading reaches you in good spirits. I'm gonna start by pulling a spirit animal card. Like I told Virgo, you might find that this card that comes out is already your spirit animal, might become your spirit animal, and or might just be guidance for September, maybe leading into October. An animal that you see come across your screen. Somebody might send you a video or a photo. It might be an animal or a creature that you see in person. And it might just be the energy to tap into and to be mindful of, all right? It's like right here. Yeah. Speaking of the 27th, 27, Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. The Foxtrot. Fox Spirit. Oracle message. Be alert now, for Fox Spirit has appeared and you are meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox Spirit helps you think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind. A time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move. Aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox Spirit, will serve you well. The protection message here. Are you camouflaging yourself to avoid intimacy? Perhaps you are being too clever for your own good and playing games to protect yourself. Being dishonest with yourself or others can become isolating and create obstacles to true connection. Fox Spirit calls you to be attuned to what is happening within you and around you so that your quick thinking and creativity can lead you to better relationships and situations. You are called to use your Fox Spirit beneficially rather than in ways that keep you from experiencing what you want. Or perhaps right now, you are realizing that a situation is trickier than it appears on the surface and you are afraid to make a move in case it turns out to be a mistake. Fox Spirit is here to remind you that when you are in alignment with the Great Spirit, the answers and solutions can come quickly and you can trust them. Don't overthink a situation in order to avoid the challenge of facing a difficult truth. Fox Spirit's creative nature will always be there to guide you and help you move quickly into better circumstances. Listen, y'all out here having really sexy oracle readings so far. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with you. What message you have for Libra for the month of September, Spirit? What message you have for Libra for the month of September 2022? Seven of Pentacles reverse. So what I'm getting with this Seven of Pentacles in reverse already is that there may have been some seeds that you've planted that are not fruitful, that are not intended to grow beyond where they are. They're stunted. They're just sort of they're at a standstill. You might be putting a lot of energy, a lot of water into soil that is not intended to create any plants or any fruit or to bear anything beyond where it is now. So just be discerning and be mindful. You might already know what that something is. It might be a relationship, because then after that, you have the Knight of Cups. So for some of you, you may have put a lot into a relationship for somebody who was charming, but you haven't given yourself space or time to really see beyond the charm. So just pay attention to that. And I just heard the word conniving. So be mindful of emotional manipulation. You have the Eight of Wands. So this, if this being hasn't already entered into your space, they might be coming kind of quickly. Because we are in shadow period for retrograde, this could be somebody coming back from your past that is using sweet words or wooing words, or might I'm hearing tap into or tamper with your emotional aspect. Your guards might be down right now, especially during this full moon and Pisces energy that is coming up, and the vulnerability of Mercury retrograde and some of the other cosmic things that are taking place. Your guards might be pretty down and you might be quite vulnerable. And then we're coming into cuffing season, like the very beginning of it, because it's still summer, but we're going into fall very soon. And so this desire for companionship might be outweighing the discernment to pick and choose what truly is for your benefit and what is temporary satisfaction. And it's not to down or shame temporary satisfaction. It is just that, again, during this Mercury retrograde, you might find that something that you're committing to right now might unravel by the end of the month or beginning of October, very, very soon. So yeah, just be mindful of what I keep hearing. I didn't want to say it because I'm not huge on this saying, but not putting all your eggs in one basket. That's what keeps coming to me. I've like never ever said that in my life, but that's what just keeps coming to me with the Seven of Pentacles especially. So it's like, it's not wrong for you to water what it is that you want. It's just that what you're putting a lot of time, space, and energy into might not be to your best benefit. I feel like I'm supposed to pull one more card. Let me do that. Oh, well, yep. Or it's supposed to pull me. Excuse me. Page of Wands came out in reverse. This, I will bring it right back again to Mercury retrograde, since this is a September reading and retrograde is getting ready to start this week. Projects that you are really passionate about during this time, even relationships, like keep playing with it, keep molding it, because one, some things that are hidden will come to light, and that'll give you clarity on how you want to move. So if it's a relationship, it might be like, I'm not a big fan of that trait, but I don't have a conviction to release this relationship dynamic. Even if it's a friendship, it might just be a matter of like, okay, I see how they move. I don't hate them. And also I'm going to shift how I show up in this relationship dynamic. If it's a collaboration, whatever it is, if, again, a project, something that you've already been working on, or something that is coming up for the first time, be mindful of when you execute that project, just because if you do it prematurely, and that could be the Seven of Pentacles, that you've planted a seed towards some project, and it's like pause on going live with it or publishing it just yet. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be secured. Like there's still some conversations that need to be had about this project. So just be mindful not to be too hasty with those decisions if you are not clear, because then you are supported by the fox spirit if you are clear. Otherwise, the reverse can happen, right? You do something, you be quick on your feet making decisions, and you're not clear, and those things will unravel just as quickly. That's what this Eight of Wands is, things that come in quickly. So that means that if you act on something prematurely, it could unravel quickly. And also, if you are clear on what it is that needs to move forward, and you are supported, and you've gotten your clarity, then you are supported, and that thing that you are putting out into the universe is going to manifest with haste. So this is the time, this is the season of trusting yourself, your true intuition. And as air signs, a lot of the ways that you show up are cognitively. So if you're not clear, then tap into some other aspects of yourself. Tap into your earthy aspects, tap into your emotional aspects, tap into your intuitive aspects, so that those things round out who you are and support you, and your passions as well. Lean into that and just kind of round everything out, so that you aren't afraid to move forward. You're just wise and discerning when you do it, so that things, it saves you steps of having to go back and redo, which, if that happens, that's part of life, and it's a beautiful part that we have the opportunity to correct. But why go through that when you've gotten support and clarity on avoiding and skipping that step of demise? I think that's it. I feel like there's a love reading to be had. I don't know if it's based on somebody who's watching this, but I have a really strong, I don't think I'm supposed to do it on this one, but I'm feeling really strongly pulled towards a love reading. Which makes sense. Venus rules y'all sign. So if that is you, If there's one, come to the altar. It's an altar call. If it is you who is wanting a love reading, reach out to me. Any other reading that you're wanting, if you're wanting clarity on this reading, if you just want to comment or reach out, you can email me, mellowneptunewaters@gmail.com. Follow my social media. I'm TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Mellow Neptune Waters. YouTube, Mellow Neptune Waters. You can like this video. You can subscribe to my page so that you can be alerted to any videos that I upload for each month moving forward, or any other readings that I upload. And you can comment again just to let me know that you engaged with this reading. If it resonated, share it with some other Virgos, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I'm sorry, Libras. Ooh, don't cut me. We're in Virgo season, let's be fair. And I just did the Virgo reading. With any other Libras or Virgos, if whatever, if it resonates with them. But Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or even your Venus sign, feel free to share this with other people you think this might resonate with. All right, I love y'all. Also, if you feel nudged to send a love offering, I receive love offerings. That would be CashApp $MarshaMellow88, Venmo at MarshaMellow88. If you have any other questions, again, or comments, you can reach out to me in my email or in the comment section. I love y'all. Please take care of yourselves. Happy early birthday again. Enjoy the rest of your month and trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, all right? Take care. Bye.